Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock. And if you guys actually don't know what Workhorse stock actually does or what Workhorse stock actually is, it's basically another EV company. They specify specifically in producing electric delivery vans, right? Pretty similar to like a UPS van or a USPS van, FedEx, kind of those types of vans, but they're completely run on battery power. As you guys know, the big news surrounding Workhorse stock is the USPS deal. I believe it's evaluated around $7 billion. Basically, if Workhorse does land the deal with USPS, they are going to be rolling out 180,000 electric vehicles to replace the current fleet of the USPS, which is absolutely humongous. Looking at the 5-year chart real quick, guys, this thing IPO'd December 11th of 2015, about 5 years ago, currently up 269%. Looking at the 1-year chart, guys, currently up 606%. As you guys can see, it's a huge growth stock as well. This company's been doing very, very well. Actually, a lot of EV companies have been doing very, very well, and I think that's just due to the simple fact that there's just generally a lot more demand. The EV market in itself is starting to mature. There's a lot more demand for the EV market because, you know, it's basically going to be leading us into the next decade, guys. A lot of people know that the full power of battery power, of what it can do, you know, and how much money it can actually save a lot of these companies. But the fact that this company's been able to grow 606% in the last year alone says a lot, especially in the midst of a pandemic. You know, a lot of companies are not doing well right now, but Workhorse, like I said, up 606%. It's actually not too bad, guys. 3-month chart up 14%. So generally speaking, the stock itself has been doing pretty okay year to date. But within recent, guys, looking at the 1 week, it is actually down 18%. You guys see that huge drop, and that's because the USPS contract actually got delayed again, right? Like I said, this USPS contract is the biggest piece of evidence, or it's the biggest piece of basically news for Workhorse, because a lot of people, you know, are riding on this deal for Workhorse stock to get this deal. Even though it did get delayed, guys, you know, I do think that Workhorse is actually going to land the USPS deal, and there's a few reasons why I say that, but, you know, it makes people wonder, you know, is Workhorse stock a buy at $21.82? Do you think it is worth the investment right now to pick up the stock, even though the USPS contract did get delayed? And I'm going to say yes, guys, I do think Workhorse stock is a buy at $21.82. Obviously, everything I say in my videos, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason why I say Workhorse stock is actually a buy right now is because, like I said, I actually do think it is going to land the USPS deal. And the fact that this stock is sitting at $21.82 is actually very, very cheap for the amount of upside potential that this company has. I actually do think it is worth the investment here, guys. But the reason I do think that Workhorse is going to land the USPS deal is because they're the only company that offers an electric vehicle option. Now, this is absolutely huge. And the reason I say this is because, guys, these EV vehicles can save these companies so much money, especially when it comes to the bottom line. They don't have to pay for maintenance costs, upfront costs, gas, and stuff like that. You guys don't understand that, you know, Workhorse being the only viable company that's offering an EV solution product, you know, but the cool thing about Workhorse too, and it's not only that they're the only people that offer the EV kind of product as far as the vans go, but guys, you have to take a look into consideration as well that Workhorse already has these vehicles made, right? It's the C650, C1000, right? They produce a 160-mile range. And the fact that these things have already passed their certification, they're already on the road, they've already been driven, it goes to show that, you know, Workhorse is far ahead than a lot of other EV companies out there, whether it be stuff like Nikola Motors and stuff like that, where their business is just generally an idea. Workhorse does hold a valuable solution. But guys, you have to take a look at the bigger perspective too, of where this company could be in the next 5 to 10 years. Even if this company doesn't land the USPS deal, I actually do think Workhorse stock is still worth the investment. The reason I say this, guys, is because not only is the EV market starting to mature, but their specific niche that Workhorse is actually aiming for, the fact that they're producing electric delivery vans, guys, that's actually going to be a huge market. A lot of companies out there use delivery vans. Like I said, there's UPS, there's FedEx, there's Amazon, but there's also a lot of small family businesses. There's also a lot of small-time businesses as well, catering businesses that are going to be using delivery vans. And the fact that these delivery vans can save these companies a lot of money because they don't have to pay for the upfront maintenance costs, they don't have to pay for gas and stuff like that, and the updated technology as well goes to show, you know, that these companies are going to be gobbling up these delivery vans, guys, especially if they're run fully on battery and they're fully electric, which is why I think Workhorse stock does have the upper hand here, guys. And I do think Workhorse stock is worth the investment. Like I said, guys, on top of all that, companies love to save money. So if Workhorse is offering a valuable product that's able to save these companies hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year by rolling out their fleet vehicles or their delivery vans, it goes to show, that these companies are going to be, going to Workhorse stock to actually buy deals. And you even have a lot of big time investors, guys, who are buying Workhorse stock. You have companies like ARK Invest and Kathy and all these other big time analysts who are actually picking up a lot of shares of Workhorse, because now is the perfect time to actually buy the dip on Workhorse stock, guys. I think you guys should take the opportunity and buy the dip because, like I said, guys, the stock is super cheap, $20. There isn't really much to lose at this point. I don't see the stock really going any much lower than it is now, but the upside potential for this company and the upside potential of where this company could be in the next year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years goes to show, that for me, I'm actually buying up Workhorse stock right now, guys. I do think it is worth the investment at $21.82. Even if they don't land the USPS contract. I believe the USPS contract did get delayed until the second quarter of 2021, which isn't that far away, guys. It's just about, 4 to 6 months. But still, like I said, even though they don't get the USPS contract, I still think Workhorse stock is worth the investment for the type of product that they're offering and the simple fact that they have these vehicles made ready to go. They've driven them around. They've passed their certifications. And the fact that I know that a lot of these companies are going to be going to Workhorse stock to actually pick up a lot of these electric delivery vans. But like I said, I'm almost confident that Workhorse stock is going to get the USPS deal. It only makes sense if USPS is going to be doing this to kind of save money in the long term. Like I said, Workhorse being able to save USPS a lot of money on this deal, guys, because they don't have to worry about any car costs at all. I'm pretty confident that Workhorse stock is going to land the USPS deal, but nobody knows for sure, guys. I still think Workhorse stock is a good buy at $21.82. Like I said, I'm here for the long-term potential of Workhorse, whether or not with the USPS deal or not. There's a lot of EV companies out there that are starting to IPO, but guys, I'm telling you right now that Workhorse is probably going to be one of the bigger and top EV companies. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Workhorse stock. Do you think Workhorse stock is going to land the USPS deal? If you guys own Workhorse stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.